Hello guys, and welcome back to Poland in our epic journey across Europe. With me, your host KJM, where we're aiming to win the top flight tier in every European nation in the league. Currently in our 9th nation of Poland out of the 33. Things are going very, very well for us here at Wisla Krakow. Quickly before I do that, quick update on Podbrezova. I know I said last time that they weren't doing fantastically well. They have picked up a little bit. They're still not doing great, but they're only 7 points outside the top 3. But it does look like Slovan Bratislava are going to reclaim their title there. Obviously, we'll have a quick look over what we've done. Financially, there's also been one or two players come in. There's been one or two possibly leaving as well, which is where we'll start. We'll have a look at who we've brought in and who we're potentially bringing in. The two that have come in is Prince Chizoba, £400,000 from FC Köln. He's a right back. Maybe not the greatest, one for the future, and he's actually in as a breakthrough prospect. He's got good pace though, and he's not too bad for a wing-back position. Joffrey Seneschal, coming from Bayern 2, Bayern's second-tier side, 22-year-old Swiss forward, inverted winger, primarily brought in as a forward, as an advanced forward, although he can't really finish. We are training him on his shooting. Everything else, though, is pretty good. In terms of outs, there's been a couple of fringe players who have gone out on loan, but Daniel Lazar, who we signed at the start of the season, who wasn't really up to scratch. He's also had a lot of injuries. He's also left for a small fee, but he spent most of this season pretty injured. You know, we signed him here. He's had 5 injuries since he's been with us, accumulating quite a lot of time, so we've let Daniel Lazar go. We do also have some potential future transfers happening. They're all in the contract stages. Ronnie Amakodo is a central defender, young Dutchman. Oh, I say young compared to me, 28-year-old Dutchman. He's got some great physicals, some great technicals for a central defender. Also looking to bring Lazar Markovic in, another central defender, another one with some excellent attributes. 28-year-old Austrian this time. He's on the bid from a couple of clubs though, so we're waiting for the decision on him. Piast, who are also in the same division as us. And then there's Elian Murillo, a 26-year-old Colombian, another advanced forward. He is absolutely mental for his position in terms of his attributes. In terms of how Diego Corgi is doing, the striker that we do have at the club, he's got 28 goals in 29 appearances in all comps this season, so he's done quite well. Only the 10 in the league, though, which is a bit of a disappointment. 15 in Europe, though. We've had a fantastic run in Europe. And we'll go through that now. Last time you were here was, I believe, the 1-0 win over Gornik. It was indeed. We then took on Dinamo BT. I can't remember what the second name is. It's something that I can't pronounce. It's Batumi, actually. I think it's a different one to what I was thinking. 4-1 in this one, though. Zupic with a double. Corgi with a double as well. This is in the Europa League proper, in the group stage. But league-wise, it was LKS Lodz, a 3-0 win in this one. Corgi with 2, Vinsky with 1, a dominant performance by Wisla in this one. Rajkovic picking up the man of the match, 3-0 in that one. Cup-wise, we're also through as well. A close game against Pogon's second side. A 3-2 win in this one. Diego Corgi picking up a hat-trick. After that, it was Legia, the dominant team here in Poland, and we did suffer a defeat despite possibly having the better of the opportunities. But Michael Wieczorek scored for Legia in the 79th minute to condemn us to only our second defeat of the season domestically. We played quite well. Like I say, XG-wise, we were probably the better team. Unfortunately, we couldn't pull it off. Legia, incidentally, have had a pretty poor season by their standards. But next up was CFR Cluj in the Conference League again. 5-0 in this one. Corgi again on the score sheet. Felter, Kwiatkowski and Krabek rounding off. Just look how well we played. And we restricted Cluj to scraps, really. Their striker had a shocker, so did their goalkeeper. So 5-0 in that one. Next up, it was Rakov in the league, the team who are predicted to finish in second. They're having a poor season as well. We left it late, though. Krasemian with a penalty in the 40th minute for Rakov. Diego and Rajkovic with goals late on. In XG-wise, if you have a look at it, it's a close game, but we did have far more efforts on goal, and it was a deserved win again. Next up in the league, it was Lechia, a 2-2 in this one. Ziyech and Higor with the goals for us, both in the first half before we let Lechia back into the game. Rather disappointingly, it's the second time it's happened to us this season where we're 2-0 up leading comfortably and we give away 2 late goals, the last one of which was a penalty, which I remember it happening. As soon as I saw the ball and the attacker going where they were going, I knew it was going to be a penalty. And lo and behold, it was. So we dropped points there, disappointingly, from a comfortable leading position. Corgi had a poor game in this one. Hibs were next in the Conference League. The Scottish side Hibs, we went over to Scotland. Higo scored the only goal of the game in the first minute for a 1-0 win. We had lots and lots of shots on target. Again, Corgi really didn't perform in this one. Next up in the league, it was probably a little bit of a moot word at the minute, Corona. But a 3-0 win in this one. Ziyech and Corgi with the goals. We restricted them to just the one shot on target. Our XG wasn't fantastic at 0.82, but so the fact that we've actually scored 3 of those is great news as well from our 6 shots on target. And we continued our march. It was Slask in the FA Cup third round next, a 1-0 win in that one. Before we took on Lech in the league, a 1-0 win. We actually had 3 players sent off in this one. It was crazy. Rajkovic was sent off in the 10th minute. Corgi and Ziyech were sent off late on, but that was Corgi was obviously scored before he was sent off in the 64th minute to secure the 1-0 win. Again, another game in which we were much better than the opposition. Ziyech had a poor game. Obviously, his red card is contributing to that. So we've managed to win with 8 men somehow. Next up, we're an old rival of ours, and it was Olympia from Slovenia. Diego Corgi scored 2 in this one. We did unfortunately have another player sent off in Piatek. We do have get stuck in the tactic, and we also have it set as individual instructions in the tactic as well. So we are picking up a lot of cards. Unfortunately, we did then lose 2 in a row. The first one was to Slask in the league. David Ando scored a hat-trick against us. Matusko in the 81st minute. Hegel did get 2 in this one. Close game. Arguably, Slacks were probably better. They probably did deserve their win, despite the fact their goalkeeper had an absolutely shocking game. But that was only our 3rd loss domestically this season. Molde, we're next in the Europa Conference League phase. We were already qualified by this stage, so we did play something of a rotated squad, but we did concede 4 goals, and it was quite poor performance, really. Although we arguably should have done a little bit better. But Bore Oyen and Romfo Henriksen with the goals from Molde, all in the first half. Kozarin with 1 for us in the 29th minute as well, again all in the first half. Ismail Parent had a shocker at left back. Luxak didn't exactly cover himself in glory either. Just a poor performance all round, really. But like I say, we were already qualified by that stage. It was Piast in the league next. We got back to winning ways emphatically. A 4-0 win. Thomas Paul, Dominic Piatek. I'm not going to pronounce Zik's first name. Arkadiusz. And then Alexander Kovac with the goals in this one. Probably the scoreline flatters us a little bit. It was maybe closer than the scoreline reflects in terms of this, but I'm not going to argue a 4-0 win. And then we've had the winter break. We've come back and we've had 3 friendlies, done very well in them. So in terms of the league, we do currently sit in 2nd place with a game in hand. Legia are 3 points behind us, haven't played a game more. They've had not the best of seasons. And Rakov, who are predicted to finish 2nd, really had a poor season. They currently find themselves 16 points behind us. Their actual predicted finishing position. We 2nd best goal scorers in the league. 3rd best behind Zaglibi and Legia, but we do have the best defence in the league, joint with Pogon. So hopefully a win today would put us back to the top of the table. We have spent a little bit of time at the top as well. We're only off the top by the fact that the Zaglibi have actually played their extra game, but you can see where we've been for the majority of the middle third of the season. It's been really good. At Legia, like I say, have had a poor season by their standards. They've won the league the last 12 years in a row. So you'd expect them to at least be up there challenging. Maybe they're going to have a late season charge. But today's opponents are the team in 3rd place, and it is Pogon, who have spent time at the top of the table themselves as well. Now, in terms of the season preview, we have narrowed our odds to 16s. Still 5th, though. Pogon just ahead of us. And like I say, we are taking them on today. So without any further ado, let's get into the game. Hopefully we can continue our good form. This is the lineup that we're going to go with for today. We're going to go with Ulrich in goal, Krebeck as the right back for today with the injury to the new right back who we've signed, Chizoba. He's currently injured. So Krebeck, Luksak, Randelovic and Felter across the back line. Kanderas, Wojciech and Piatek as the midfield three. Kwiatkowski, Higor and Corgi continue as the front three as well. That's been the front three for the majority of the season. We do have our new man on the bench there, Geoffrey Seneschal. Hopefully we can get the other guys in through the door as well to strengthen our squad to see out the rest of the season, really. The transfer window is still open. I am restricted, obviously, though, by the league rules, where I do have to play minutes for the Polish under-22 players. I'm also quite restricted by the wage budget. I've gone absolutely mental with the wage budget. And if I bring all the players in who I'm currently in contract talks with, that would put us over the wage budget by quite some considerable distance. I've thrown caution to the wind and I've just gone for it. I'd like to tick Poland off at the first attempt, and we're currently on course to do that, providing we can continue our good form. Like I say, we've only lost 3 all season in the league, which is absolutely fantastic. We really looked in on the Wisla job with their manager retiring. Hopefully we can get some more of that luck going on through the nations. As we look to play the ball forward there, it's cut out though. Kanderas can't get quite on the end of it, but Felter does cut the attempted counter-attack out. Now it's Randelovic into Piatek. Wojciech forward towards Corgi. Comes back inside. Great ball towards Kwiatkowski. Good save by the goalkeeper though. Fantastic save by the goalkeeper for Pogon to keep Kwiatkowski out. It was a really, really good move. Good ball forward by Corgi as well. Piatek with a corner towards that near post. Headed clear though by Matias Suarez. Now Menugong is looking to bring it away. We're going to get broken on the counter-attack here again from our own corner. Happens quite a lot in my tactics for whatever reason. It's a poor ball across, so easily headed clear by Felter. And Randelovic helps complete the clearance. Now Higor, we look to counter-attack ourselves. He's well tackled though, but he does get the ball back. Another highlight, long ball forward, looking to find their attacker, but it's well cut up by Luksak. Now Wojciech bringing the ball forward, finds Kwiatkowski. He's got support. It's Wojciech again. Over the top towards Kanderas. Corgi's in. He's hit the post. Surely it was offside. It was offside. Corgi's blushes are spared there by the linesman. He really should have at least hit the target, worked the goalkeeper. And as we get into half-time, it's nothing else happened in that first half. We're dominating the game, really. We just do need to try and find the cutting edge. Passing, yeah, we don't need to see any of that, do we? We just need to find the cutting edge and stick the ball in the back of the net. Higor is not having the best performance. We'll give him another sort of 15 minutes, see if he can improve. He's actually gone down after half-time, so we may look to bring Higor off. In fact, we're going to do it now. We're going to go early. Let's get Higor off. We'll get Thomas Paul on. Yeah, we'll just stick with the one for now. Corgi possibly could come into the game. We'll give him another 10 minutes and then we'll get the new signing, Seneschal, on. We're going to have a shout though. And that's it, though, right? We're going to get Corgi off. He's gone down to a 6.4, I noticed there. Let's get Geoffrey on. See if Geoffrey can do anything for us going forward. It has been a very, very quiet sort of end to the game here. Pogon have not threatened at all, though. They've not been out. They've not even been in our half. Until now, they'll probably score. They've hit the crossbar. It's hacked clear by Luksak. That's their first shot all game, and it's come from a dead ball situation. We need a goal, though. We need a goal. Let's go on to attacking. Paul's not having the best of games either. Is this the opportunity? Piatek with a free kick. It's deep one towards the back post. Kwiatkowski can't get there, but Wojciech should get this. No, he doesn't. Kabangu gets there instead. Kabangu takes it past Wojciech far too easily. Has to come back, though. He's got no support. It's now Wisla advancing down the right-hand side towards the penalty area. He's got 2 players with him, though. Comes back to Matias Suarez. Rivero. Suarez again, taking it down towards the byline. He's going to get the ball across here. It's the deflected cross. The goalkeeper should come for this. Don't know what Ulrich is doing. Somehow that's a penalty. What on earth? What is that, Football Manager? What for? I don't understand what that penalty's for. It's going to be Michalski anyway. Ulrich, get in, Ulrich. He saved it. I still don't know what the penalty was for, but thankfully we have saved it. And we've managed to get the ball clear as well. It is going to come back, though. They've still coming forward. Rivero, cleared by Wojciech. Seneschal, can he win it? No, he can't. Unfortunately, Suarez picks the ball up. Feeds it back into Kita. Now Rivero. Kabangu again. Looking for Seldu or Seydu, but Krabek gets there. Piatek now picks it up in the middle of the field. Can we feed the ball forward? Kwiatkowski got run ahead of him. Seneschal. That's offside by... Oh, he's miles offside. Miles offside. I don't know why I started getting excited there, but I could see it was offside. But why do we need VAR for that? Come on, SI. Sort it out. He's about 10 yards offside. Yeah, VAR for that, guys. Awesome. Right, one last shout, one last very attacking. Try and get the 3 points here. We've been poor here. We've only hit the target twice ourselves. So we are going to lose top spot by the looks of it. We're going to lose a top spot to the team who I can't remember the name. I can't remember the name. What were they called? A Zaglibi. There we go. We're a point off top then. That was our game to get back on top. That was a game in hand. A disappointing 0-0. Thankfully, we saved that penalty, though, which I still don't know why it was a penalty. Answers in the comments if you know what that penalty was given for. But yeah, we currently find ourselves sat in second then, guys, just behind Zaglibi. Just out of interest, Zaglibi, where were they predicted to finish? Quite far behind us, so they're having an excellent season. Our Zaglibi. I've clicked on them now, and it's going to take ages to load. Oh no, there we go. We've got the best goal difference in the league, though, which is great. We're only the point off top. We have now got, 14 games left? It is indeed 14 games left to win the title, which is, it's well within our hands. We're a point off. Just interestingly, Conference League, we finished 4th overall in the group, so we've qualified for the round of 16. Fantastic performance. If only we'd won that last game instead of getting beaten 4 by Molde, we could have possibly finished second. Slovan Bratislava up in second, as it happens. So we'll find out who we're going to be drawn against in that pretty soon. It's coming up in March. But guys, thank you very much for watching. Disappointing 0-0 draw. We are sat in a comfortable position, though. If we can beat teams like Zaglibi and possibly Wisla Krakow, then we're in an excellent position. But guys, please remember to hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. Like I always say, it does help me out massively, and I appreciate all of you who do it. But I'll see you all in the next episode, guys, where hopefully we're wrapping up the Polish title. Cheers, guys.